We're just doing an inspection on here. We just checked the kingpin on here. There's a little bit of vertical movement on it, but it's not bad at all. It's just a shim. The bigger concern is these airbags. Definitely dry rotting. How's it looking in there?
Well, so far so good.
Go slow. It's all vertical travel. So he broke a part on his generator. This is the throttle control here, and he ordered a new one. The new one's got this extra collar on it. It doesn't fit in there because the collar's too big. So we're gonna see if we can get our friend Jeff, the machinist, to turn it down so it'll fit correctly.
Yeah, you don't. That's fine. So our buddy Jeff turned this one down then, where that collar was too long, and fixed up. So this will go back in his generator there, and that's the throttle input on there. Did a really good job. Thanks, Jeff. This is where the throttle input goes, right in there. So it shuts it down, it pulls it back, and it broke it. They had the generator out recently. I think they bent it, and the mechanical force of this sheared it off.
Spray this one.
Okay, we're getting ready to check the alignment on here. Yeah. Okay, what is it? 110?
110 and a 16.
Okay. We want to be a 16th toe in the front. So we really want to see like 110 in the front.
110.
110. Okay. That's what it needs to be. We also had this Thomas bus coming back so we could work on that crankshaft pulley issue that was going on with all the play back there in the wobble of the pulley. And then they got into an accident on Thanksgiving Day, so we're gonna try and fix some collision damage on the front of this bus, and we'll do that while it's here too. That's the main bearing on the Cat 3208. Doesn't look too bad at all. A couple little goobers, but overall, pretty good condition. Little pitting there. You could probably get it to the middle now. That's why I allowed it to fall off when it got the slack on it. Back. Oh, not on. Definitely not engaging. Back off the center a little bit. Hunter's removing this airbag here, but there is no clearance to get to the bolt. There's one bolt in the middle on the bottom side. We thought we were gonna have to take the brake off. And then Hunter thought, well, why don't we just spin it off? And he was able to get where he could hold it just a little bit in place, and it got loose.
And now the airbag, he was able to spin it to get it off. Good job, Hunter. We added a mirror down here to the kind of blind corner on the driveway. We had too many people flying around this corner without paying attention to other vehicles coming, mostly FedEx guys, but some of our clients too. We don't want to hit anybody, so we added this mirror so now we can see around the blind corner. Turned out real nice. One of our Patreon members sent us that.
Let me know when you're ready.
The Wander Lodge had a
See it?
broken
Yep.
seat in there, so Tyler's going to weld up and fix the seat mount on it.
Good? Yep.
We added a bunch of fire blankets for extra safety around the shop. We had a roof leak and we got many, many days of rain coming still, so we just threw a tarp on the top of it for right now and then we'll address it. But it's not pretty and we got to secure it still, but man, I'm soaking wet just from doing that. So Tyler's welding up the new metal here on the front, getting everything redone from the accident, and the fiberglass in, the holes in the glass. Here the front end damage, the bumper needs some work still. Slowly getting there.
Go for it. Go.
Okay, hang on. Release it. Release it. Forward. There we go. Try there. Okay, hang on. You're stalling on it. Here, bypass it.
Huh?
Let it go.
Okay, so these main bearings that we ordered from Caterpillar, the plastic wasn't very good on them here, and the way they're packaged, this one here was rubbing up against this. If you can see it, but it's all, you can feel it. It's all janked up. You don't want to use that. But that's a horrible way of shipping bearings. I mean, if the plastic is tight in there and like vacuum packed where they can't individually move around and touch each other, but here where they can touch each other, that's completely ignorant. And it's I don't want to flip it over, but it is a cat. I'm gonna drop it on the floor and that'll be worse. But yeah, that's an OEM part. Okay, we're draining the diff on here. It is very black, like engine oil. Is it sparkly too or no?
A little bit when I started, I think, but it's looking pretty good. At least this floor is comfier than my bed.
Just a little bit of metal on the drain plug for the differential. That's not too bad at all. Normally we see these really fuzzy. A couple little clumps on there, but nothing too bad. So we're getting rid of these airbags. They look like they're coming apart. Wasn't gonna be long before they started causing a problem. So we got the new ones going on. We ordered them from SD Spring. We get a lot of stuff from there. They were able to ship them 2-day shipping to us. So we ordered them on Monday and it's Wednesday afternoon and we've already got airbags going on. So that's awesome. This is on the Wander Lodge. So we only have one thou
thousandth of play in the crankshaft. We measured the bore in the dampener hub that was on there, and it was 7 thousandths variation top to bottom larger than the shaft, and we were getting around 14 thousandth play on the dampener itself. So whatever was going on was the dampener, the 7 thousandth, the shaft fit not fitting right. It was kind of wobbling on there. It wasn't tight. So we ordered a new dampener from Cat. It is not the crankshaft itself, so it was definitely the dampener that was the part that was moving so much on there. So we got a new one. We're going to put it on there. We'll see how everything goes here. We had to get a piece of threaded rod, a long piece of threaded rod, and then use the nuts to push that on versus using the bolt that comes with it to pull it on, because you don't want to damage. So the stress isn't all pulling specifically from the threads when you're doing that. It very clearly in the instruction says not to do that. So we're going to put the new dampener on, get that mounted, then we can get the bumper back on, and we're going to hope that's going to take care of whatever play was going on. He just replaced that last year. It was a reman one that he got, so something on the inside, the measurement's not the same, or maybe it's from a different Cat, or this crankshaft's a little different. I don't know, but we're going to put it back together here, and hopefully that's going to take care of the issues. Just painting the pulley on it, I had some primer, but then I didn't have any Cat yellow paint, but I do have some Alpine green, so that'll look real good on there. We're getting the bumpers attached back to it. Cut it a little. So Wander Lodge has this system built in here where you can tell how much, like we're adding in about 2 quarts of oil after we changed the oil, and we started it with the filters already primed, but it's still down a little bit. So you just squeeze this little trigger, the little gauge goes there, it's pumping oil into the engine. So that was about 1 quart. It's all done by air pressure in there. It's called a gentleman's oiler. Even my Silversides originally had a gentleman's oiler. Still a hair down. Let's give it a minute to, I don't know where it feeds it in at, but that's a pretty cool little system, little pump. The old ones, actually, this came off and you would stick it in the nozzle. That's how but the Silversides one, you just open a valve and it had a tank up high and just gravity fed, but this one's air pressure. Let me give it just a little bit more.
Sure.
Okay, so we got the Wander Lodge leaving today. They're gonna head to the tire shop to get some new tires in the back. They got some very worn tires. There's no tread left on them, and there's big chunks missing out of them. They're coming apart. They're out of date anyways. So his steer tires are new, but his drive tires need to be replaced. The Eagle, we're working on getting parts ordered for it. It's got super small injectors in it. The turbo's got some problems, so we're gonna work that stuff out. We gotta try and get those turbo pipes ordered. And then right now I'm getting ready to pull in the shop this MCI. So we've got buses parked everywhere. And then once the Thomas bus leaves here this morning, he's almost done too. He's gonna be leaving. And then we're gonna get the 4106, which is back over there, back in the shop for a few things. We're still working on the clutch pedal on that needs some work. But yeah, we're gonna get this MCI in for an inspection. This is a seated coach getting ready to turn into a RV. That's in the process of getting the title switched over and everything right now. So, but we're going to do a full inspection, basically, you know, make it turn its head and cough and see what it's got. So we'll see how that goes. So this MCI 102 is still a seated coach. Beautiful interior in it too. I like it. I like those colors. Board, you gonna move it?
Hang on. Stop.
Well, that front end I think turned out pretty nice. It was about $1,200 in labor to do that. It was pretty mangled. He couldn't even, when they got in the accident, he couldn't get out the door. He had to break the glass out to get out because the door wouldn't open. So now that's all functional again up there, and it looks really good. You know, for just, you know, what I think to be a small amount of money to be able to fix that up and be able to still use the bus. That's great. Just got a restock on our Croyle here. We go through a lot of Croyle and all the rusted nuts and stuff we mess with.
All right, so later this upcoming week, we're going to really tear into this bus for its inspection. One of the things we saw yesterday was the wheel bearing, how bad the race was on it here, and the bearing's obviously messed up too, but that is horrible that was on there. So that's it for today. We'll have another video in a few days.
See that white smoke rising up the holler through the trees, and from a mile away you can hear them play as they climb that hill with ease. But at the top of that mountain there's a new life waiting for those who can make the run. If they can make it to the top, Scott will put them in the shop till their new life has begun. Mountain, where the buses come to run. Bus Grease Mountain, we're gonna get that big job done.